All right, let's see who's here. Let's get this thing rolling. Say, how we doing, bro? Hopefully all is well. Nice. I have no idea. I always just keep trying. Maybe YouTube finally gave up and like, hey, he's not monetized. Let him do what he wants. All right, what's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. So it's been a little bit, but was waiting on some stuff to come in. Sia. I always mess that up. How do you want me to say that? Red Fever, how we doing? Hope all is well. So I'm waiting on some stuff to come in, and this was what I've been waiting for it to come in. No, you're good, Say. We literally just start, or sorry, Red, we just started like 5 minutes ago, so you're good. Yeah, I hear on that, Say, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, finally cleaned up my desktop the other day. Needed some much needed maintenance, so I cleaned it all up. Been playing some games on my main desk, not the desk here where my gaming laptop normally is. But yeah, I'm waiting on this stuff to come in. So this is the simplified Chinese equivalent to Tera EX. Got this from PokeNE, so shout out to Brian. I know you'll never see this, but thanks anyway. Yeah, the cool thing about this, and the reason why I wanted to get this, there's an exclusive Sylveon SAR that you can only get in the simplified Chinese set. I like that they keep doing that kind of stuff, and that's the reason why I keep getting it. Plus, you can still get all the other SARs, so maybe I'll have some luck today. Plus, so I got this full display and another one, so that's 9 in total from Poke Unlimited, kind of like I did last time. Thanks for the hookup again. I reached out and said, hey, I'm going to order 9 of these, but I asked specifically, can I have a full display? If you guys saw last time, this is Series 2. When we opened up, or I'm sorry, Volume 2. When we opened up Volume 1, we got all 9 of the starters, so we're going to try and do that again today. I am going to keep this one separate so I can test and see what my luck is. If you guys saw last time, I kind of just mixed them all up. But I want to see if we can get all 9 again, which would be kind of awesome. As you can see from the top here, you can see all 9 of these starters featured in Volume 2. And especially compared to the English equivalent, the Japanese equivalent isn't released yet. But yeah, this is going to be my route to go with these. I'm not paying $40 or $50 per card on the English side. I don't care. And it's not worth me trying to track down in stores and try to hunt this stuff down. I'm kind of long over that. So I'll just keep getting these. It's much cheaper, a lot more affordable. If you care about the artwork and not the language, check out people like Poke Unlimited. Even PokeNE's got some good simplified Chinese stuff. So shout out to them for not price gouging and doing crazy stupid shit. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save this for last. Even though I know it's in the title first, it is what it is. We're going to open this up first. We're going to go through all 3 of these boxes. I know I should probably keep one off to the side, but I don't really care. I'm just going to try our luck and see. It's only 30 packs in total, I think. Yeah, so it's 10 packs with 10 cards in each, so we'll get this out of the way, and then we'll do the 30th anniversary stuff. How does that sound? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And again, that's why I like the simplified Chinese stuff, right? Because the card quality is comparable to Japanese, and the main reason behind that, if you're not familiar, all of these simplified Chinese products are made in the same facilities as the Japanese products, and then they're shipped over to mainland China and elsewhere. So if you're wondering, oh, well, why is the quality a lot better? That's why. I think they do traditional Chinese there as well. There is a difference between simplified and traditional. Yeah, and then, like I said, it's just more affordable. I think everything is just, I don't know, it's a little bit easier, right? Get the box ready for all the trash. So I do have more stuff on the way. Just waiting for stuff to come in. A lot more simplified Chinese stuff. I'm just gonna do 1 box at a time, I guess. I don't know why I opened up all 3. But yeah, get some more simplified Chinese stuff, so that'd be nice. I know I got like some Gem Pack 4 and Gem Pack 5 coming in. I know I'm a bit behind on those, but hey, what's going on, Nugget? How we doing? But yeah, so we got some of that stuff coming in. That should be nice. And then again, still waiting on some more Final Fantasy stuff to come in. So as that stuff comes in, obviously we'll open it up accordingly. So just bear with me. Just trying to get stuff in at a decent pace. And then I've been recommending some of my friends to some of the hookups that I, or some of the connections that I have for Japanese and simplified Chinese stuff. So, all right. So again, if you're just hopping in, this is the simplified Chinese equivalent to Tera EX or Prismatic Evolutions. You can see the pull rates here, right? And there's a lot of higher end stuff here. You have two different kinds of SARs, which I'm interested to see how those are. I'm gonna assume it's like the regular full arts and then like the enhanced SARs, if you will. But pretty low pull rates here, and then you have everything from ace specs and everything in between. So again, this should be very similar to Tera EX. Let's see. Interesting. Yeah, and that's the thing too, right? Is just try and find those random locations that have Pokemon stuff. Like, I know like Five Below, Barnes and Nobles, Best Buy. A lot of people sleep on Best Buy. But you just got to find those random shops. But everywhere is carrying Pokemon stuff now, which makes sense. All right, I don't know the order to this, right? And usually it's simplified Chinese. As soon as you think you have the order figured out, you don't. So we're just going to go through them. Starting off with that awesome little Totodile. All right. I kind of like the artwork on that one. It looks, I don't know. There's something interesting about it. I don't know why, but I do like that. We got Dual Blade. All right, so getting into a holo. So you have Pokeball reverses. I'm interested to see all the different reverses in this as well. And of course, I'll try and keep this as organized as possible, especially with simplified Chinese. They're very notorious for doing a bunch of different reverses. So let's take a look and see what we got. So we have a Pokeball reverse to start off. We have a holo into another holo. Got the cool Noctowl there. Ooh, ace spec right away. Okay, nice. What was the pull rate for ace specs, by the way? All right, so it's in this whole gambit of like 13%. So ace specs are fairly common, I guess. Ooh, nice. That one looks pretty cool. I like that. Don't know the name of it. If someone else does, let me know. 208 cards in this set before you get in all the secrets. All right, so then you have uncommons. Okay, so maybe, so it is kind of similar to Terrafest where there's uncommons and stuff on the back. It starts with commons, and then you're just going to have the stuff in the in-between. I'm really only going to sleeve up any of like the Pokeball reverses or if there's Master Balls, and then anything higher end just for the sake of time. I'll sleeve up the ace spec. Yeah. If you guys saw the stuff I've been putting on Instagram recently, if you're not following me over there, go check it out. Talk about a lot of like the overpriced stuff and just how I'm kind of over it, obviously. It's just ridiculous, especially for the 30th anniversary stuff. All I'll say is this, right? And I don't want to go in like a 40-minute rant about it because I was already irritated enough. Just vote with your wallets, and I'll just leave it at that, right? Like, if you feel like those prices are fair to you and you want to buy it, go right ahead. I mean, you're probably part of the problem, but if you don't want to, you know, overpay like GameStop, all these ridiculous prices, or other stores are going to feed into it because they saw GameStop do it, just don't buy it. Wait a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where that's just how I'm going to take it. Anything 30th anniversary, I'm going to focus on the Japanese and the simplified Chinese sets. If I can get English, great. But I have no desire to try to pursue English, especially after seeing the, 30 different products they're doing and how they're all going to be overpriced. Anyway, I digress. We have another terrible card here, but let's keep going. All right, so nice. So we got the regular holo for this one. Stopped on a road time. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, most likely. And that's the thing. Red is like, it's just going to become so oversaturated. And then it's also going to be grossly overpriced where, you know, maybe we will get to a point, you know, kind of like all this chaos before the chaos where you could find stuff sitting on shelves for longer than a day. And you can go grab a couple packs at a time without there being limits. You know, I'm all for them, you know, putting limits on that stuff. So scalpers, you know, are kind of hindered a little bit. But I remember a time, you know, where you could go and get a couple packs and then the next day grab a couple more. You know, like there was some frequency to it instead of it just being this, you have to sit outside at 6 a.m. and try to sit outside of a store instead of, you know, working a regular job or, you know, not trying to be shisty. But yeah, again, I won't digress into it too much just because I won't dig into it. I don't know. My words are all kinds of messed up today. I won't go too far into it because I feel like all the stuff I said in the last couple days and recently is enough. But best of luck to everybody, right? Like 30th anniversary is going to be insane. We haven't even seen the full set list or all the cards that are going to be in it. We've kind of just seen promos. So if you're able to get it, awesome. I just hope you don't overpay it. If you're fine with overpaying, I'm truly sorry. But to each their own, right? Anyway, we have done sparse here, and we have our first double rare. Let's see which one it is. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of evolutions in these double rares. Or, again, the set list is probably very similar to what we saw on the Japanese side. But let's take a look. Okay, nice. Garchomp. Very, very nice. So, yeah, again, it's probably going to be very similar to what we saw. And uncommons. Okay. Gotcha. So, looks like ace specs. And then these ultra rare, or the double rares, rather, are going to be in that spot there. All right. Interesting. Again, there's going to be all kinds of stuff here. They do post set lists, but it's really just, you know, it's on like random third-party sites. Once people get, you know, once people are able to open up a bunch of these boxes and kind of map out everything. But again, I thought I'd try it out, especially because, you know, I had some pretty decent luck with TerraFest EX. Not the greatest. I had no interest in trying to do prismatic evolutions, if you guys remember that. So yeah, I thought I'd try this before it gets too overpriced. And then I'm honestly more excited for the 30th anniversary Volume 2 stuff that I got. All right, so first holo. Nice. Second holo with that Archlodon. Okay, double rare. All right, nice. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, okay, nice. Evolution. Nice to see early on. Very, very nice. And then uncommons. Okay, got it. All right, cool. Nice. Got good old Umbreon, which I know it's one of the fan favorites, so good to see that. Obviously, if we can pull the Sunbreon, you know, the really high-end one, that would be sick. But, again, with this here, I'll take what I can get. I feel like I do have some pretty decent luck when it comes to simplified Chinese. Like, you look at all the rarities on the back, and even on this higher end, right? Like, there's 5 ultra rares, which, again, are probably those, like, full gold cards. But I had some pretty good luck before, so maybe it'll continue as we go on here. All right, first holo, nice, a little Alakazam. I love the artwork on this one. It's a nice little flashback, right? Especially, you know, I did open up a good, yeah, most likely 3 from the back, but, well, let's see. So, there's 1 there. Yeah, I could probably do 3. I'll try the next one. Ooh, nice. Nice Umbreon. That'd be cool if you get this one in the Pokeball or the Master Ball. I know those ones really nice. So yeah, I'll try that on the next one, Nugget. I'll try and do 3 from the back there. Good call out, by the way. All right, so first holo, let's see what we got. Obviously, Alakazam into the Reverum. But that's what I was saying, is like, it's a nice little flashback, because I opened up, I don't know, 6 or 7 boxes at TerraFest, and I like the artwork. Some of the SARs were crazy, but I just didn't hit anything crazy high. So, and then again, Prismatic Evolutions, I just straight up gave up on. I don't think I opened up like 2 of the surprise boxes. I think that was it. I literally have a binder on the shelf above me that has no cards in it. I just bought the binder separate, you know, trying to be positive, and that just didn't work out. All right, so let's see what we got. All right, nice. Another double rare. Let's see which one it is. Nice. All right, another Evolution. Very, very nice. Got good old Leafy on there. That'd be cool to get the full set of these, right? If you guys remember when I was doing TerraFest, I got a whole set of the EXs. I'm going to make 2 separate piles here for the EXs. But yeah, I got all of the Evolutions, got them graded. Did pretty well outside of like Leafeon. I think for some reason, like I was getting all like gems and pristines. And then I got a Leafeon that was like a 7, just something random like that. But yeah, maybe that's one of the goals here, right? If we can just get all the EX Evolutions, that'd be kind of sick. I don't know if there's like God Pack potential with the simplified Chinese. What's going on, Wabbit? How we doing? But we shall see. Oh, no, not really. I just kind of rambled for a little bit, and we're just getting into this. And I didn't do the pack trick on this. Sorry, Nugget. We'll try in the next one. Just got to remember. Let's see if I pull. So yeah, so 1, 2, and then there should be 3. Okay, yeah. So I'll try it on the next one. It's funny because you literally just mentioned it. No, you're fine. You're fine. All right. So first holo. This is Pheasantipity. Nice. All right. What was that? Aegislash. And all right, another double rare. Nice. Okay, we got Eevee, so we're getting the evolutions knocked out. Very nice. Got 3 of the what? 9. There's 9 different evolutions now. Oh, why did I put those there? Those are holos. See how scatterbrained I can get very quickly. I do apologize. All right. So we're gonna try it this time. We're gonna pull 3 from the back. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Just got to check just in case there's a god pack. I don't want to. I don't know. And again, I don't know if there are. I haven't seen anyone else open these. I mean, I'm assuming there are. But so these are the uncommons. Good old burst trash bag there. Love it. Pinsir, really cool artwork on that one. I like that a lot. We have Dunsparce. A little hippo guy. Okay, there's another Pokeball reverse. Very nice. All right, so holo. And again, if we can get the holos for any of the evolutions or the Pokeball or Master Ball reverses, those would be nice as well. And that's the thing, like Nugget, I'm not sure if they do that in this, right? But there's potential to, right? I don't know. It's again, I'm going off of the fact that this is the Tera Fest EX set. What's going on, Hilario? So I'm assuming it's very similar to that. Another double rare. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. You got the ancient Suicune there. But that's the only assumption I'm making. Like, I haven't looked into this at all. So I don't really know one way or the other. But I guess we're going to find out. We get 30 packs to go through, which I think is a pretty decent sample size. Yeah, let me know if anyone else is interested in opening these or if you have opened them, how your luck has been. Yeah, we're going to find out for sure. I think we got a good amount of luck in the chat, which I appreciate. So let's see. So 3. Okay, cool. All right, so our uncommons. Yeah, it was one of those things, man, where I know I didn't stream on Friday. I actually had the day off, so I was just kind of hanging out. And then, you know, had family over yesterday, so I decided, ooh, nice Jirachi, to get a stream going today. So should have a stream up this coming Friday, potentially, hopefully for Sunday as well. Yeah, the Leafeon artwork was really nice. I'll go back in that one real quick. Yeah, that one was kind of nice. Just kind of right there in the stream there. Very nice. All right, let's see what we got here. So first holo. All right. Ooh, nice. It's the fire goldfish. Every time I see that Pokemon, that's all I think of is just a fiery goldfish for some reason. And all right, another double rare. Let's see what we got. Okay, nice. Virizion. I was nervous we were going to get a dupe right off the rip, but it's all right. And that's the other thing I like about simplified Chinese, especially as you get hits, you don't really get too many duplicates. Obviously, opening up 3 boxes, we're probably going to get some duplicates at some point, but that's the other thing I recommend also, right? If you like, you know, if you like opening up booster boxes and not getting a bunch of duplicates, I think opening up Japanese and simplified Chinese is kind of the way to go. All right, let's see. We got your good old Regigigas there. The evolved form of the hippo. Ooh, that Baneri's nice. I like that, the bright, vibrant colors on that one. Nice. That Abra just chilling, just contemplating where he wants to teleport next. All right. First holo, good old Halucha. All right. Ooh. Ooh, okay. So interesting. So, yes. So, Volume 2 is right here. Simplified Chinese. Again, the Japanese iteration of these doesn't release until September, when the 30th anniversary actually releases. So, yeah, we're on Volume 2 already for Simplified Chinese and English. So this is interesting. So, I don't know if you guys saw that. So, holos, and then double rare, and then we have an SAR already. So, in usual fashion, and I'll leave it up to Hilario, since you were the last one to drop a message in chat. Do you want to see what the SAR is now, or do you want to wait? We only have 2 more packs in this box. Do you want to see what the SAR is now, or Just, so I'll at least do this. Oh, you want to see it? Okay, gotcha. No hesitation. Hilario wants to see it. All right. So here is our future Hariyama. I don't remember what its futuristic name is, but anyway. All right, SAR, first one, nice and early. Glad to see that we got one already. Trying to start multiple sets of baseball, then eventually trade. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's a good way to do it, right? Is just find one of those things where, you know, you can complete something and work towards really what you want to get. So, all right, here we go. First SAR of the stream. Hopefully it's the set exclusive one. If not, I'll take any of the SARs, obviously. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, nice. Definitely wasn't expecting the full art trainer, but I'll take that. That's really, really nice. I like that. That is really, really nice. All right, cool. 252 of 208, and again, you get the little Pokemon stamp there. Yeah, that turned out really, really nice. I like that a lot. So, and that's one of those things where, like, if I don't get an evolution, that's the kind of stuff that I want, right? Like, I don't want item cards. I don't want random junk, you know, for SRs. This is the kind of stuff that I want, so I will gladly take that. Gives you something for sure, 1990 or 1988 top. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm not the biggest into sports, right? Even though, like, my dad and my uncle and my grandfather were heavily into sports. I always stuck to the trading card side of the house. Even like some of the non-sport stuff, so like the X-Men, I've got like binders and binders of X-Men and like those other random like trading card sets that came out in like the 90s and early 2000s. But there we go. Off to a really strong start there. Let me see where I want to put it. I'm going to try and make some more room here. Shuffle some things over just so we can make as much room as possible. I'll probably end up pulling the hollows off the table. Yeah, let me do that. I'll just slide everything else over. We'll take the hollows off the table just so we have a little bit more room. I'm going to move all this up just a little bit. Let me know if anything gets blurry or kind of out of sight. Let's do this. Because I can't just leave stuff alone. If you've been into more than one of my streams, you guys know that I always have to be tinkering with something and messing with it. So, but just trying to keep things a little bit organized. Keep the evolution separate, and then we have our big hits here. We'll pull the hollows off to the side. For some reason, there's a weird stream delay on my phone, but it's all right. Okay, gotcha. Kieran, I'm assuming that's how you, or Kieran. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Kieran. Yeah, definitely a very cool SAR for sure. All right, nice. All right, cool. Very, very nice. Thank you, Hilario, for letting us see that instead of putting it off to the side. Very excited. So let's do another 3 here. And again, I don't know if you can still get, you know, SRs if you pull an SAR or if it's just, you know, like Japanese boxes. I got no clue. We're going to find out today. Really cool Executor there. Kind of the normal one, not the extended neck one. Grookey in the trees there. Charcadet, I really, really like that. It's probably one of my favorite newer Pokemon, especially with the 2 different forms, right? And the different ways that you have like Armorage and Cerulege both look absolutely amazing. If they ever do tag team cards again, the weird long boy for sure, yes. If they ever do tag team cards again, that's what I would like to see. I'd like to see Cerulege and Armorage as a tag team card. They won't be GX, right? But maybe they'll do tag team EX or something like that. Who knows? Ooh, okay, Master Ball. There we go. So maybe there's 1 Master Ball per box. Kind of, again, like, I'm just trying to reference and go off of how the Japanese booster boxes were for this set. But very, very nice. Master Ball in a game. And again, very similar design to how they did in the other one. So, all right, so Hollow. Another Hollow. And another double rare. Ooh, nice. Very, very nice. Is this the one with the exclusive Arcanine? No, I don't think so. No, that I remember opening up that set that had the exclusive Arcanine. I don't think this is it. You're talking about the SAR Arcanine? Put this here, so we'll have Pokeball reverses and Master Ball for up. Here we go. We're starting already. Nice. Yeah, I do have that. I do have that SAR, by the way. No, it's not in this set. No, that was a separate. It was It was something Tera EX. It wasn't this set, though. No, you're good, you're good. I know, I'm just messing with you guys. But no, it's not this one. 2, 3. No, I opened up a couple of those booster boxes. Didn't have any luck, and then I ended up just buying the Arcanine separate, which is still awesome. But that's what I like about the simplified Chinese sets, is those exclusive artworks, right? Even like the gem packs, you're getting artwork that you can only get there. And I think that's a little bit better way to do it. Oh, okay, hold on. Did I pull? Okay, yeah, I already pulled the See, I'm getting sidetracked here. No, you guys are all right. Don't worry about it. Maybe I'm stirring the pot a little bit. Maybe I'm messing around. But, all right. So let's see what we got. So, first holo. Second holo. Okay, it's just a double rare. I don't know why I thought it was something crazy, but let's see what it is. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. Oh, no, what? Okay, so there was something else. I thought it was crazy. Okay, so there we go. 2 SARs in one box. Yes, of course. We're a good little group here. There's no hostility. If there was, I'd be pushing people out. So, 2 SARs. No, you guys are fine. Not at all. Don't complain. Just we're here chit-chatting, enjoying ourselves. Red, you're fine. So a second SAR in the box. I have an idea, which is kind of crazy. Hear me out. You guys know how my brain works. I have an idea of what that card is already. Just from that little bit there. We're going to take a look. I'm going to say it's a non-evolution SAR, but it's still a Pokemon. Hear me out. That's how my brain works, but we're about to find out in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Yes. Absolutely amazing. So this is the Future Kabalion SAR. I don't remember what its name is. But yeah, that looks absolutely amazing. I love the artwork on this card. Definitely glad to see it again. Especially in simplified Chinese. You guys know that thing is in really, really good condition. I'm kind of stockpiling some of these simplified Chinese cards that I have, especially the higher ends. I am going to do a submission at some point in time. But I mean, you guys remember seeing my submission list that I have, and I just have so much stuff lined up already. So exactly, 80s Americana for sure. And we got 4 of the evolutions out of that one box. So again, we'll try and keep track of that as well and see how many of the evolutions we can get. And then if we can get a full set of them, any duplicates I have, I'll just put in a giveaway pile. Does that sound fair? I know people like evolutions and people like giveaways, so I think that works. Maybe I would say giveaway like 8 more times. We'll get like 30 people in the stream, even though I have no intention of doing a giveaway today. So maybe that's how YouTube works. All right. Pretty solid first box. Not going to complain about that. Let's move on to the second one. All right. Just spam giveaway in chat. We'll leave everything on the table here, and we'll just keep adding to it. But 2 SARs in one box. Kind of crazy, right? Yes, exactly. Did you see that they're doing another Super Troopers movie? Which, I mean, I loved all the other 2. They're amazing. So I wouldn't mind seeing another one. But yeah, very, very awesome. I've been seeing a lot of the promos for it, and it looks hilarious. So definitely down for that. All right, box number 2. And again, we still have a third box of this. And then for the 30th, so with these, once we get to this, and just a little bit of a heads up, so there's a pack in each one of these that you get. Nice. And I think it's the Super Electric Breaker equivalent in the simplified Chinese. So what we'll do is I'm going to open all of these once we get to that point. I'm going to pull all the packs out. We'll open all the packs in one sitting instead of doing it like I did last time. And then we'll look at all the promos. So just bear with me. But just thought I'd give you a little bit of a heads up. All right. But that was crazy. 2 SARs in one box. I don't know if that's going to be the standard going forward with these other 2 boxes, but maybe we got lucky, and I will gladly take that. So here we go. Or maybe it's like, right. But maybe it's like, you know, you can get 2 SARs or an SAR and a SR, or, you know, ultra rare mixed in somewhere. I don't know. We're about to find out. All right, let's see what we got in this one here. All right. First holo. And I mean, that would make sense, right? Especially for this being a specialty set, you get at least 1 SAR. That'd be nice. I'll take whatever I can get, obviously. We got the Noctowl again. And another double rare. Let's see which one it is. Nice, very nice. We get the Blood Moon. What was that? Ursa Luna. I think that's what it's called. All I know is it's a big ass bear. And that's the thing too, right? Like you still get good diversity for the EXs, right? So it's not just all the evolutions. Yeah, Ursa Luna. Gotcha. Thank you. But yeah, it's kind of neat to see just all the different cards you can get from this. Again, started off pretty strong with that first box. Yes, yeah, in what was that, Legends Arceus, right? Ugh, definitely need to see. Luckily, we haven't seen many of these. Hopefully that continues. I don't want to see too many. Little Wiglet there. We get Dunsparce. If they ever do a third form, they have to name it Dun Dun Dun. Like, I think that would be absolutely hilarious. All right, 2 holos. Is that Bruno, by the way? I feel like that really looks like Bruno. It may just be a trainer card, but I don't know. All right, another double rare. Let's see what we got. Nice, very nice. What was that, Palafin? It's the little fighting dolphin. And again, same thing with the EXs, right? Like we're not getting any duplicates, which is awesome. And again, inevitably we'll get some, but it's just nice to see that we're having some good variety so far. 1, 2, 3. Got all the Ogerpon masks, which someone at work was talking about this the other day, and they laughed at, like, it's one of the few things in Pokemon where, like, Ogerpon is literally just like a kid that just keeps swapping masks. Or, you know, it's a creature, if you will. That's really what it is, right? All the different Ogerpons, it's just a different mask, which I think is still pretty neat. But someone at work made that they made that point. I thought it was kind of funny. Right, exactly. It's just like Majora's Mask for sure. All right, so first holo into the second, and another double rare. Ooh, and right on cue, there's one of the Ogerpons. Very, very cool. I think this is the Cornerstone Ogerpon. I know it's hard to see because there's a lot going on in that artwork, but right on cue. And like usual, I keep double pulling these sleeves for some reason. No idea why. I'm going to condense this stack here. Obviously, you can tell we've got a lot of EXs. It's like these specialty sets, right? You're bound to get at least 1 EX or higher in each pack, so let's see if we can get more of the evolutions. Especially if we can, like I said, man of my word, if we can get a full set of these, and I have some for myself, great. And then any of the extras we'll put in it. Cries and bad pull rates. But see, this is the thing. Ooh, nice. Got Glaceon. This is one of those sets that kind of cures the bad pull rates, right? So, like, it's not too expensive. And plus, it's one of those where, like, there's so many hits, even with the holos, ultra rares. You know, you're bound to get something. So I think these are also a little more beneficial for people. And that's why I always recommend the Japanese sets, simplified Chinese, even traditional Chinese sets. There's just so many hits, and the pull rates are a lot better compared to pretty much anything English. All right, another double rare. Let's see which one it is. And all right, cool. There we go. Ooh. Ace spec on the back this time. Weird. And see, this is why I say, like, I gotta be very careful with the back trick because you're just gonna get goofy stuff like that. So here we go. First duplicate, but it's an evolution, which is fine. I'm gonna put it off to the side. And then again, any of the duplicates that we get, I'll just put it in a giveaway pile. So we'll just put those there. Another cool ace spec, and I'm glad that it's a different one. So there we go. Very, very nice. Is that too much glare in that bottom left corner there? Just let me know if that's too much glare. I can just move it off the screen altogether. Yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. Seems consistent so far, but again, with these Chinese packs, you never know. I could do 3 to the front, and then there's like 4 holos behind or some goofy stuff. I don't know. All right. Right? Exactly. All right. First holo. Another Halucha. Ooh. Okay. We have an SR. There's nothing else behind it, so we'll do it this time. So Nugget, since you were the last one to comment in chat, do you want to see the SR now, or do you want to go through the rest? We still have a few more packs in this box here, so we can either reveal what the SR is now, or we can test our luck and see if there's still that SAR. Yeah, let me know. As I take another drink of water. Gotcha. We're going to hold off. So what I'll do is carefully move this off to the side. Actually, didn't leave it right there. That's fine. Just remind me that there's something here. Hey, you know, everyone, you know, once you get that, you know, once you get called out to make that decision, right, it's on you. I'm not too picky about it. If it was up to me, I'd probably always leave it to the end. Pretty cool looking skateboard, by the way. But that's just me. We got, what was that, Gimme Ghoul? Or is that the... Yeah, because the evolved form is Goldino. So yeah, that's Gimme Ghoul. Did anyone ever find all the Gimme Ghouls throughout the game, by the way? I know they were just like scattered all over the place, and some of them, they were like inaccessible early on. I love the color of this crocodile, by the way. Ooh, all right. First reverse, or Pokeball reverse, rather. Yeah, I know they were really hard to find. I know there's, you know, people had mapped it all out, but I just never looked into it because there's like over 100, I think, or there's maybe 100. I don't know. All right, so another Pokeball reverse. Yeah, Groudon. All right, and another double rare. Ooh, nice Glaceon, very very nice, and nothing behind it. So there's another new evolution. Well, not new, obviously. We're not getting any new evolutions anytime soon, but. Another fresh pull, if you will. So, come on. There we go. Again, hopefully we can get all the evolutions. That'd be kind of nice. But we did get a Pokeball reverse. We got to keep an eye out to see if we can get a Master Ball reverse in this as well. Open the third pack? What do you mean? So, like... So I just opened that one. So what do you mean? You talk about this here? Wabbit is definitely a psychic type for sure. All right, this one. All right, so we'll do that next. So I'm going to put this up top here. We'll move that up there like that. So there we go. All right, let's see what we got in this one. Colorless Energy. Pretty cool artwork on that. Not the biggest Execute fan, but it's kind of neat. Another Halucha. Ooh, for Alligator Hollow. Nice. One of my other favorite water type third evolutions. We got Dusk Noir there. Double rare. All right, let's see which one it is. Ooh, nice. Very nice. We got Glade. And again, another new double rare. So, again, the only duplicate that we've got was the evolution, but that's fine. Like, obviously, again, if we can get some duplicates there, that's more giveaways for everybody else. Okay, so here we go. This is the one that Wabbit's got a feeling about. Take a look and see. All right, so it's not a God Pack. And again, I don't even know if there is God Packs. Yeah, just keep throwing that out there. All right, let's see what we got. We got a CD, which I'm assuming there's people in chat that don't even know what that is. We got the Future Delibird, Ramblin, or Bramblin, I think it is. We got Pupitar. We got Shaman. Ooh, okay, nice. We got the Master Ball reverse of the little trash bag. It's not the completely exploded one. We get the little trash bag as the Master Ball in this one. So very, very nice. You can see the Master Ball stamp there. All right. First holo. Second holo. And another double rare. Let's see which one it is. Nice. All right, Jolteon. All right, so there is another Evolution for the giveaway pile. So there we go. So again, 2 duplicate Evolutions so far. I'm grass type now. Gotcha. All right, sleeve this up. It's all good, you know. I think your average is really, really high. So yeah, it's one of those things where almost messed that up. Sorry. Almost messed that up. See, that's what happens. Like, I'm just gonna move this off to the side. I didn't see it. I just saw that I bumped the card. So anyway, that's why we can't have nice things, right? Try and keep as organized as possible, and then I didn't do it on purpose, obviously. Yeah, just my luck. All right, so this is I'm gonna call that like the bug catching kit. We got the friends in what, Paldea, I think it is. Yeah, that looks about right. We had the little piece of sushi there. I'm just kidding. That's Tatsugiri. We get Eevee. Ooh, all right, nice. Another Pokeball reverse. Yeah, so yeah, that's the Japanese equivalent is Terrafest EX. I don't know if this is named the exact same thing or not, but I guess we're gonna find out. So Pokeball reverse. We have the Alakazam again. Reverum. And another double rare. Nice, very nice. Dragapult. Nothing else behind it. Gotta be careful because, again, we got that one SAR behind the EX last time, so I don't want to be like, oh, that's it, and then there's something God tier behind it. All right, one more pack, and then we're going to reveal what the SAR is. Or, I'm sorry, the SR. Again, there could be an SAR in this one also. That'd be kind of sick, right? I mean, we're about to find out. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. This is going to prove if we get at least one SAR per box or not. Ooh, look at that. I know we got one of Nugget's favorites here, good old Larry. We had Sea King. You guys remember the meme of Sea King? Maybe some of us that are a little bit older remember the early days of memes where they did like the Sea King video. It was like the Team America World Police theme song, but with Sea King plugged in. It was absolutely amazing. Pinsir. All right. The little engine. Nice. So we get Vaporeon again. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Nice. Okay. So there it is right there. So you do get, well, I'd say this is a pretty good shot, but there is an SAR in each box. And then again, if you get 2 or an SR, I guess that's the extra there. He is pretty fantastic. All right, so let's see what we got here. All right. So there we go. We got Virizion, or the future of Virizion, and then again. So let's try and do this. I'm going to do this, and this is going to seem weird, but just bear with me here. We're going to stack these on top of each other. So, all right, relax. All right, so we're going to show off the Iron Leafs. Thank you very much, Red. So we're going to show off the SR, and then the SAR is behind it now. So let's take a look. Halucha, what you got hiding behind you in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, nice. Another full art trainer. Very, very cool. No idea who this dude is, but it looks like he's got like a bunch of like vines and thorns there. So very, very cool. Another full art trainer as the SR. And then again, SAR behind this one here. So let's take a look and see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. Very, very nice. Non-evolution, but this is the Terrapagos. I feel like it's hard to see this Pokemon, and maybe it's just me. It's right here. It's a turtle, but I feel like there's just so much going on with this card. I mean, again, it's a beautiful card. It's another awesome SAR, but maybe it's just me. Someone else let me know in chat if you think there's too much going on, or maybe it's just me. But, okay, so it does seem busy. Okay, gotcha. So cool. So that box, we got an SR and an SAR. The first box, we got 2 SARs. Maybe in this last box, Maybe in the last one again, maybe this is a bit of a stretch here, but maybe we'll get an SR. Well, let me see. How do I want to put this? Maybe we'll get an SAR and a UR, right? Get an ultra rare, right? Get a gold card out of this. Who knows? But again, pretty cool. A lot of good cards so far. So let me see if I can do this. Maybe I'll try and put these here like this. That makes sense. You guys could still see this, right? Hopefully. And there's not too much glare. Okay, yeah, that works. All right, cool. All right, so getting into the third box, we still have a couple EVs to pull. Some pretty good SARs so far. We got a couple Master Balls. We got a good little bit of everything here. And again, this might be a set for you to check out, especially if you're a little more casual or you like the evolutions or you just like getting a whole bunch of hits. Definitely check out this set here. If you're looking for, I don't know the actual set name, but it's CSV95 is the simplified Chinese set number for this one. That's awesome. I like that. All right, so here we go. Let's put middle on the bottom. Well, yeah, let's just do it this way. All right. Again, shuffling them up just for the sake of randomness. Here we go. And again, don't go anywhere. I mean, unless you got to. If you got some other stuff going on, enjoy the rest of your day. But we still have a full display and this loose box of the 30th anniversary or 30th celebration. This is volume 2. So we'll be going through that here just shortly. You know, it's funny. I was looking at the last stream that I did, the collection showcase. I didn't realize that stream was over 3 hours long. That was absolutely insane. Again, I mean, I went through a lot of binders, so it's kind of understandable. But yeah, 3 hours that stream was kind of crazy. Definitely one of the longer streams. I appreciate everyone that came through for that one. It was a lot of fun. And again, I like going through that. Right, it's a little bit trip through memory lane. Plus, it's just I don't go through all my binders that much. Right, they're either up on the shelf above me or they're stowed away in plastic tubs. So, yeah, I really like that. All right, first reverse. Got a Pokeball reverse. All right, Alakazam Hollow. Aegislash Hollow. Double rare. All right, let's see which one it is. Okay, nice, very nice. What is this? I know it's Magneton, but it's what, like Sandy Shocks, because it's the ancient Magneton. It's something like that. It's got a weird name, but yeah, it's a ground type. I'm sorry, it's ground / fighting Magneton. Kind of interesting. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna condense this pile here of all the Pokeball reverses. Still got a couple Master Ball reverses. It would be nice to see an evolution for either the Pokeball or a Master Ball reverse. Not trying to be greedy though, obviously. Here we go. All right. There's another CD. Gimme Ghoul. Croconaw. Applin. Bronzor. Ooh, Flareon. Okay, nice. Very, very cool holo there. Archlodon again. Ooh, all right. Another double rare. Let's see which one it is. Nice. All right, nice. Another Umbreon. So there we go. It is a duplicate. We pulled this. This is the very first one we pulled, but it's another one for the pile there. So there we go. Hopefully we can get a few more of the EX EVs for the regular set. I mean, we got majority of them, just not all of them yet. Did I sleeve that? Yeah, okay. There's a sleeve on it. And again, for those of you that are just popping in and out, there's the pull rates for this set. I do like that they have this listed on here. Yeah. That 1.4% chance to pull the SRs and higher. I feel like we've definitely beaten that pull rate. All right. Ooh, there's Espeon, sorry. Very cool looking Espeon, just hanging out. Pinsir. Dunsparce. Shameless plug. It's that time already. Yeah, I guess so, right? So if you are enjoying this kind of content, make sure you hit that like button. I like how you queue that up. I like that. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. If you are subscribed, I do appreciate all the support. Make sure you guys check me out on Instagram. Check out the Discord as well. It's so crazy. If we had the same numbers on Instagram that we do on YouTube, I'd probably be closer to getting monetized, even though I don't really care about that too much. But yeah, we're over or around 2,000 followers on Instagram, which is kind of nice. But here on YouTube, we're at like what 922, 923, I think, which is awesome. Never thought we would get numbers anywhere near that, so I do appreciate it. Ooh, another ace spec. Okay, interesting. So this takes. That's weird because the other pack that we got, we had. The other pack we still got an EX, and then we got the ace spec. So kind of interesting. It's like you're saying Miranda rights. I know it's one of those things where it's like it's a rogue pack for sure. It's just one of those where like I know it's a repetitive thing, but for some reason saying that in a YouTube video versus not saying it, every once in a while, at least for me, I can notice a difference, right? You'll see people actually hit the like button, and it's just one of those things. Maybe that's just how our brains work. You have to be reminded of doing simple things like that. Yes, exactly. It's like commercials, right? It's just existence, and then I'll wake up one day and there'll be 10,000 people subscribed, which would be hilarious. All right, very cool looking Kadabra. First time seeing that today. Ooh, very, very nice. There's the Suicune. Regular holo. Jolteon behind it. Very, very nice holo there. All right, double rare. I have an idea of which one this is. And it's an evolution of a Pokemon we've already seen and we kind of just got done talking about. 3, 2, 1. Nice, good old Goldino. I like the SAR Goldino, the one that pairs with it, right? So they sit on top of each other. But the one from Tera Fest where he's on a skateboard or a surfboard, that one's actually pretty sick. So there we go. Good old Goldino. All right. Let's see what we got in this one. We got the Megaphone. We got a trainer. We got the, it's like a psychic / grass dung beetle. Cottony. We got good old Totodile there. All right, a little fire dog or lion. We got Dual Blade. Ooh, nice. This is the legendary like snow leopard with the swords for fangs. All right, very, very nice. Another double rare. Okay, nice. Another one of the ogre pawns. So that's the first, I think, outside the evolution duplicates, I think that's the first duplicate EX. Let's look at this real quick. Oh no, so we pulled 2 Virizions. Okay, still pretty wild. But again, I mean, that's really, really good compared to if you're opening up English. I feel like you get so many duplicates over and over, and the pull rates on English sets have just been getting worse and worse, unfortunately. And they're printing less and less, so that's funny how that works. Anyway, try not to be too negative, just pointing out the realism in things. All right, Glass Trumpet. Imagine just playing that in the first key you hit, it just shatters. We have it's like a smartwatch, but also looks like the Dragon Ball tracker from Dragon Ball, where they just use that to hunt down all the Dragon Balls. Anyway, there's Grookey again, Charcadet, Hoot Hoot. Ooh, very, very cool Zora. Like that holo. There we go, another holo there. Ooh, okay, I don't think we've seen this double rare yet. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, nice, another ogre pawn. And ooh, okay, another SAR. Very, very cool. So normally, is the ska trumpet? Yes, absolutely. So another SAR. I know that Nugget got to call one out earlier, so I'm going to go back one person, and I'm going to let Wabbit call this one, just for the sake of being fair. So Wabbit, we got another SAR here, and we still have 4 more packs. Do you want to see what the SAR is now, or save it, open up the rest? Gotcha, gotcha. Very, very kind of you. Oh, so you guys are just gonna keep passing back and forth. All right. So here, just for the sake of, is there anyone else in chat that would like to call this out? If not, we'll leave it up to Nugget. We'll make the call and we'll keep pushing. If anyone else in chat, feel free to chime in. Do you want to see what the SAR is now, or open up the rest of the packs? This is the last box that I have of this set, by the way. If that helps you make your decision. We'll give it just a minute. I don't want to take up too much time. All right. It's pretty quiet in chat today. So, all right, Nugget, it's on you. Go ahead. Make the call. Do you want to see it, or do you want to open up more? All right. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, another one. Okay. You know, I'll take it. I'm not going to complain about that. It is a duplicate. We pulled this one already. But, you know, for an SAR, you're hoping to see something a little different, right? Especially how many there are. But I'll gladly take it. We could have pulled something way worse. But not bad. I'll take it. Hey, it's better than getting, like, 2 item cards, right? Like, that could have been way worse. Glad we didn't wait. Yeah. But again, there's still a chance that maybe there's another SR or another SAR in here, so... Let's see. Let's see if we can get... let's see if we can get another... Let's do that, right? For anyone that's in chat, if you were to pick your Pokemon type, right? Like, to describe... you, right? What would your type be? So really, oh, that's actually really awesome. So obviously for those of us in the US, we just celebrated our Independence Day or 4th of July. So that's kind of perfect to see all the fireworks and stuff there. Ooh, Master Ball. Okay, nice. Almost forgot that we hadn't seen one of those yet. So Master Ball reverse. There's Cerulege, which again, really, really awesome there. All right. Another double rare. And another Jolteon. Okay, gotcha. It's like 3 Jolteons we've pulled now. There we go. So there's our 3 Master Balls. No, definitely not. No. I mean, like psychic, water, electric, fighting, poison, you know, that kind of stuff. There's the burst trash bag, by the way. Diamond type, very nice. All right, so we got Halucha as the holo. We got the trainer as a second holo. Another double rare. Let's see which one it is. Ooh, Glaceon. All right, so there's another evolution. It's another duplicate one, so that's going into the pile. And again, just so those can keep track, these are the duplicate evolutions that we got. So I'll be adding these to whenever the next giveaway is. So not bad. All right. Move these out of the way. All right. After this pack, there's only one more to go, and then we're getting into the 30th anniversary stuff, which I'm just as excited for, obviously. I want to see if we can pull the full set of Volume 2. All right, so we have Friends in Paldea. We got the really cool looking Regal cape there. All right. There's another Pokeball reverse. Let's see what we got behind it. There's the Ursaluna again. Ooh. I don't know the name of that Pokemon, but that thing looks pretty majestic. Another double rare. All right, there is the Palafin once again. Water type. I can see that. I wouldn't disagree with that. All right, last pack, Simplified Chinese Tera Fest EX. Again, we've had some pretty good luck. Let's see if we can end off with something crazy. All right, we start off with a Stretcher. It's not the craziest thing, but here we go. We got a Trainer. We got Glaceon again. We got this goofy little thing. All right. Ugh. Terrible to see this in the last pack. Hopefully that doesn't null and void our luck here. All right. Let's see what we got here. One holo into the next. Ooh. Okay, double rare. Got Ursaluna, and that is it. So, we got 2 lucky boxes, and then we got just 1 regular one. So, not bad. Again, I'll take it. It's still an SAR per box, which is better than an SR per box. But we did get the duplicate in that 3rd box there. But it's all right. I'll gladly take it. Maybe I'll grade it. Maybe I'll add it to the giveaway pile. I haven't decided just yet, but not bad. I mean, that's pretty solid. I mean, we got 4 SARs and 1 SR. And then for all the EXs, right? Very minimal duplicates here. So very, very awesome there. Again, we got almost all the evolutions. Not all of them, but almost all of them. Let me see what order they have them in here. Probably does it by type. Yeah. So that's not too bad. I'll gladly take that. I'm still missing a few. Maybe I'll get another box or 2. You guys have to let me know if you want to see me open up more to this. I'll see what I can get my hands on. Got a couple of the ace specs there. 2 duplicates, but still pretty neat. We got a bunch of different Pokeball reverses, so that was kind of nice. And then, of course, our Master Ball reverses. Nothing too crazy, but it's still nice to know that you can get at least 1 of these per box. And then, of course, not too bad at all. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. Not bad at all. All right, so let's see the numbers here. So it's 248, 252, 211. So, all right, cool. Again, out of 3 boxes, that's not too bad at all. I will gladly take that. All right, so all the hits can go in that box there, and we'll close that up. Take one of these other boxes. Put about half of this stack here. This is just all the bulk. Look at that, almost fits perfectly. This one here. Let's see, we'll put the hollows in this one. Let's see if we can fit some more of the bulk in here. Actually, let's do this, because we got enough of these packs to save. We'll just put those in the little garbage can I have set up. Try and give us as much room as possible to fit all this in. Almost fit. Move some of these into another box here. Yeah, we can fit these in here. Look at that, like a glove. It's like I've done this a few times. All right. Favorite 3 Pokemon games. Ooh. Oh, and then here's the ones that are gonna go with the giveaway pile. Favorite Pokemon games: Blue, Silver. Whew. That's tough. Blue for sure. Silver for sure. I don't know. like, because there's so many dynamics that would go into like what a favorite would be. I don't know, maybe, oh, as I spill those all over the place. I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know what my third would be. I mean, because Gen 1 and Gen 2 are obviously my favorites. I don't know. That's really tough. I feel like, and this is, I know this is going to sound like a bit of a stretch here, but just go with me here. I feel like if Sword and Shield didn't have a lot of the tech errors and, you know, issues that they had, that would have been a solid game. Let's see, Red, Gold, Sun and Moon. Okay, gotcha. Not bad. But yeah, I feel like if Sword and Shield wouldn't have had a lot of the technical issues they had, that would have been a standout game for me, because I did enjoy it. I mean, the narrative was really good. Well, you know what? Here we go. Here's my third, and I feel like I can vouch for this for sure. I'm going to say Legends Arceus is probably my third, because it was something very, very different than what we had seen before. The overall like gameplay and the engine behind it was awesome. It was very heavy on exploration and, you know, repeated catching Pokemon over and over. So yeah, I'm gonna say the Legends start off. And I know, you know, Legends ZA wasn't the greatest, but yeah. So I'm gonna say Blue, Silver, and Legends Arceus. So here we go. 8 in the display, and our other one here. Again, I'm going to do my best to keep this off to the side. And what I'm going to do for this here, just so you can see, move this off real quick. There is a pack that's in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up all of these right off rip, get the loose pack out. We're going to open the pack, and then we're going to go through and look at all the promos. So see, it's got the pack folded in here like that. And then there's a promo in there. So there's the pack. And then there's a promo and a display in there. So I'm just going to keep this off to the side. And I'm going to turn this, it's going to sound weird, I'm going to turn this sideways and put it up here, just so I know that that one wasn't part of the box itself. So again, same thing. I'm going to open all these up as we can just chit-chat amongst ourselves real quick while I get all this prepped and ready. So again, same thing. It seems like this pack here, I'm just going to put this back in the box here, just so, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I think that would be a little bit smarter way for me to do this, just keep track. We have better luck here with this set. I know the last one with Volume 1 was just like some random filler set. This is actually a good set. It would be kind of sick to pull the Pikachu SAR out of just these random packs like this. So, I don't know. Maybe the luck will continue. I would absolutely love for that to happen. But in theory, we get 9 of these packs. So if you guys remember when we opened up the set for Volume 1, we had some pretty good luck there. So again, maybe it'll continue. If not, I mean, obviously the main thing we're looking for is the all of these starters, right? And hopefully we can get all the different ones. If not, again, especially with the simplified Chinese version of this being much cheaper than the English, which I know that seems like an obvious statement, but if I don't pull all the starters, then I'm just going to buy the ones that I don't have. Hopefully, you know, we can walk away with another set of 9 starters here and then just wait for Volume 3 and get the remaining starters, but you never know, right? All right, starter and the display. All right, just got a couple more. Do appreciate you bearing with me. I think it'll be worth the wait. I think it's a little bit easier this way instead of just doing it all individually. At least get all the packs out of the way, and then we can look at all the promos. Maybe what I should have did was this. Take the pack out. Lay the promo down. Yeah, because that's down like that. Okay. And of course I start this like halfway through the box, but let me go back. Again, just how my brain works, right? It doesn't make sense sometimes, but here we go. So let's make sure that this, just so I don't reveal what the promo is. Come on. All right, so lay it down like that. I like how they're individually wrapped like this, right? Like, nice. Yep, keep throwing that out there. Appreciate it. They do have some really good quality control especially when it comes to Japanese and simplified Chinese stuff. So, all right, so we have that. Trying to keep them in order. And again, we have our rogue pack up top here. I'm just going to leave that one the way it is, right? And that will be our closer to see if the odds are with us or not. All right. And if you're curious what the display looks like, it's very similar. The last one is very, very cool glass with like the nice little like silver trim on it. It does have a little kickstand on it. I did test after and we saw it in stream. You just slide the card in. You don't take this display apart at all. And it's very hard to fit a card with a sleeve in it into that display, which again, I wouldn't, again, just me, right? Maybe that's just how my brain works. I wouldn't ever just put a loose card just kind of rolled in there. But again, we're talking about stuff that's meant for kids. So, yeah. All right, so let's see. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get these last 3 out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do that right? A custom card would be cool for sure. Yeah, that makes sense. How did I mess this up? So this goes here. Did I take the pack out of this? That's why. Okay. So I took the pack out of here, but I left the promo in here. Okay, that's why the math wasn't mathing there. So, can you dial up internet sound? Yes, absolutely. All right. That's why my brain just kind of stopped for a second there. Because I was like, how do I have more packs than promos? But it's because I left the rogue pack off to the side. All right. It would be cool to get some nice cards out of this set here. Especially because, you know, when we opened up the Japanese set, we did really, really well. All right. So, here we go. Last pack from the full display. Come on. There we go. I don't know why that was so tough to open. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs. Okay, cool. No. Even if we did, we keep rolling. Just put a little band-aid on it or something and just keep going about my business. No, I'm kidding. All right, so here we go. All the packs. We're going to open these first. Here are all the promos. Carefully stack these up here. And again, we have the rogue promo still in the, or the random promo still in that box there. Let's see. Can I do this without messing any of this up? Let's put these over here. Move this out of the way. Trying to stay organized here. We got all the promos. We have the packs here. Packs can fit right there. All right. Again, it's only 9 packs, so nothing too crazy. Let's see what we got. It would be cool to pull something really high-end out of these packs, but again, it's pretty random, so we did get a reverse, so off to a nice start here. All right, let's see what we got. Another reverse, okay. There's only 5 cards in these. Traditional, simplified Chinese pack kind of layout. All right. So I saw this Pokemon the other day, and it made me think, the artwork for this, does anyone know the anime One Punch Man? Doesn't that feel like that, like, kind of fits that aesthetic? Maybe it's just me, but there's a lot of artwork with Stunfisk where it looks like it's just straight up from One Punch Man. Nice, another reverse in a different slot. That was weird. But yeah, so real quick, one more time. Feel like Stunfisk belongs in One Punch Man. Probably not. All right. Good old Charge Bug. Ugh. Terrible. So I'm not too crazy by that, right? Like, it kind of, maybe it's a bit of a stretch, but I don't know. It's one of those things to try and stay focused at work and keep a rhythm and, you know, just stay in that flow state. And then I see random stuff like that and I just completely sidetrack myself. All right, so regular hollow, nice. All right, just give us one big hit out of these random packs. That'd be nice. All right. Another reverse. Nothing. I mean, I don't expect anything crazy, right? Because again, it's just randomly inserted pack from, you know, booster box or wherever, you know, they had this, but I think we had some pretty good luck last time. All right. Another regular hollow, nice. Glass trumpet. All right. Almost done with these, and then the long-awaited reveal of if we got all of Volume 2 starters or not. I really hope so, especially with how well we did last time, especially with the Rogue Pack. I trust my guys over at Poke Unlimited. Again, go check them out. Not sponsored by any means, even though I would gladly take a sponsorship from them. That'd be sick. But they have a lot of great stuff, whether it's Chinese, Japanese. They're based out of Tampa, Florida, so they're not too far from where I'm at. But really reliable, great prices, really quick shipping. So, all right, here we go from these random packs. All right, Meryl, reverse, and nothing. Okay, nothing too crazy there, but it's all right. Again, it was just random packs inserted, so we did get a bunch of different random reverses and 2 hollows, so that's not too bad overall. But here is what we've been waiting for. Now, one thing before we do this, let me get my grading sleeves, because like the last one, right, if I do get all 9, I'm going to just automatically grade them. Or not automatically, but you know what I mean? I'm going to get them lined up to get graded. So just hold on one second. All right, I think it's this box over here. Yep. Actually, I can leave this here. Tabbed grading sleeves there, always nice. You know, especially compared to other stuff that I see at work. You know, obviously I know what I'm doing when I submit stuff. I just wish other people did as well. We get stuff in the most random sleeves, top loaders, even card sleeves, right, where you get side load, perfect fits, all kinds of random goofy shit. So if you grade stuff, right, and I feel like I've been a good advocate for that, right, just use some common sense. Obviously, you want something that's a little bit easier accessible but protected. So if you're going to grade stuff, I highly recommend doing something similar to what I'm doing here. It doesn't have to be these sleeves with tabs on it, but it makes it easy because you just pull it out of there. It goes into the box. I know these can get pretty expensive, but again, it's just my own personal preference. I'm not telling people what to do. All right, put these up over here. Move these off to the side because otherwise there's just going to be a random glare. Take out 9 of these. I get all these off Amazon, just in case anyone's curious. You can just type in like tabbed grading sleeve. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. But yeah, I think they come in packs of 100 or 200. So especially how much I grade stuff or prep stuff to get graded, these are super beneficial. So couldn't recommend it enough. Speaking of work, have you ever encountered or heard of a grader accidentally damaging a card and what happens in that procedure? So, and I know that came up recently, right? Because PSA, they're under the light for some negative stuff, right? And I don't want to dwell too far into that, right? But I'll say this, all right? It does happen, right? And there is procedure in place for that, right? Sometimes it could be just something simple. You kind of just lightly drop a card from like this high up, right? So like if you're looking at this and you just went, oh, sorry. You know, most time it's not really going to get damaged. And then there's times you're going to ding a corner or something. There is procedure and protocol for that. The customer is informed. So it's not like, it's like, oh, hey, surprise, like we dropped your shit and now it's messed up. I don't know what PSA's protocol is for that, so I'll just leave it at that. Hopefully that kind of answers your question in a very vague way. Again, I'm not the end-all be-all representative for CGC. I'm just an employee and a customer. So I'm not an HR rep. I'm not a public affairs officer. So, okay, here we go. Let's just flip these over. Again, we get 9 of these. Let me grab scissors. But yeah, I mean, ideally, right, no matter what grading company it is, right, if you damage a customer's card, you should be contacting them and they should know, you know, instead of just waiting to get it back and realize that, hey, I had this pristine card sent in and graded as a 4. You know, if it was up to me, again, purely my own opinion here, if you damage a customer's card, contact them immediately, figure out if they still want to grade it or not. You know what I mean? Like, you could reimburse them. You could do a lot of other things, but that, again, just my own take on it. So here we go. First card. These are the 30th anniversary Volume 2 starters, hoping to get all 9. Let's see what we're starting with here in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, nice. Snivy. Very, very cool looking artwork there. I really do like these. You got Pikachu in the background there on the billboard. Very, very cool. I like these a lot. All right, nice. That is number 13 of 30, by the way. On to the next. Again, you guys see how very particular I am with this kind of stuff. The way I handle my stuff here at the house is the exact same way I treat customer stuff, right? Because I would hate to submit something and someone damages my cards, right? So just kind of a common sense thing, but I thought it was worth mentioning. All right. Promo number 2. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay, nice. Very, very nice. I like that. And again, all these are super bright, all kinds of awesome colors here. Very, very nice. That's Sobble, correct? Someone correct me if I'm wrong there. Number 24 of 30. You've got the Corviknight little, traveler, like the fast travel thing. Very, very nice. I like that. Oh, that's awesome. You got the both the forms of Toxtricity down there. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. All right. So there's 2. I'm just going to lay them here, and then we'll put them in their order after the fact. All right. Number 3. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Totodile. That's awesome. Let's go. What's going on, Jay? How we doing? I love this one a lot because obviously, I mean, I'm a big fan of Totodile. But you have the red Gyarados there, the shiny Gyarados from Lake of Rage right there. That's awesome. I like that a lot. Yeah. I'm glad to see that we got that one. That's number 6. So there we go. We're looking really good. 3 down. Hopefully we can get all the other 6. That would be awesome. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, especially with how hot it is now. Yeah, dealing with AC is like the last issue you want to have. So all is well here. It's hot as shit as well. It was raining a good bit yesterday, so the fireworks, at least from what we could see from the house, weren't too great. Which is unfortunate, especially for the 250th birthday, or anniversary rather, but it's all good. All is well here. All right, let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, Chikorita. Nice. Okay. Very, very nice. Look at that. You got the little Squirtle, little water bottle there. That's awesome. You got like the Sudowoodo tree right there. You got the berries. Okay, that's pretty sick. I like that. Very, very nice. You got the Ho-Oh feather. Nice. All right, awesome. Looking really good. And let me do this before I forget, because just how my brain works. This is the Rogue random one that was not in the display. I'm just going to take this, put it up and off to the side, so we know, to test our luck to see if, you know, if you were to buy a whole display like I did, if you do in fact get, you know, 8 individual or unique cards. or if it was just my pure luck that we had last time. Hopefully that is the way it is, right? Especially if you were a shop owner, it'd be cool to not get a box that has 9 or 8 of the exact same Pokemon. But again, it's all random, right? Hopefully. All right, here we go. Next, in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, a duplicate. Ah, that's rough. It's okay. We got Sobble again. I mean, honestly, if we were going to get any duplicates, hopefully it would have been Totodile. That'd be kind of sick. But we do have a duplicate. So, all right. Hopefully the rest of the box is still good to go. But that proves that they're right. I just got extremely lucky last time. But it's all right. Let's keep going. All right, what is this? Card number 5 now? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nice, okay. Whew. Got a little nervous there. There's Oshawott. Very, very cool. Again, I love the colors on these. Very, very nice. Got all the different trains going through there. All right, cool. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. This is number 7. And again, these first 8 are all from the display, as you can see in the thumbnail of the video. And then I got a 9th loose pack from the same shop. Again, Poke Unlimited. Thank you all so much. I'm definitely going to be buying from you again, especially as Volume 3 comes around. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. Cyndaquil. There we go. Very, very nice. So we got all the Gen 2 starters. Definitely glad to see that. Again, another absolutely beautiful card there. Awesome. Okay, good. I'm glad to see that. Again, we'll rearrange the order here in a minute once we see what our full turnout was. All right, last one from the display, and then we got the rogue one here off to the side. Please be a unique one. Please no more duplicates. If we can go 7 for 8 out of the box, I'll take that all day long. All right, here we go. 3. And, you know, honestly, I mean, like, we got all the Gen 2 starters, so I can't complain. But hopefully no more duplicates. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Grookey. All right, awesome. Very, very nice. Okay. Very, very cool. I like this one as well. You get the Zamazenta shield here. Ugh. Terrible Rotom phone. Got to be on here, unfortunately, but it's all right. So there we go. Not bad. Let's try and put these in order real quick before we get into the last one. So 4, 5, 6. And, of course, they go in order by gen. Let's see. 22, 13, 15. Again, we did get the duplicate Sobbles. Maybe I'll put it in a giveaway somewhere. I'll have to think about that, but just glad we got all of the Gen 2 starters there. So here we go. I'll lay all these out. Again, all absolutely beautiful cards. Can't complain, but here we go. Last one, number 9. Can it be a unique one? Do we get another duplicate? We're about to find out. I do appreciate everyone coming through and enjoying the stream. Here we go. Last one. Keep an eye out for Friday's stream along with next Sunday. Should have some stuff to go through for both. But here we go. Last but definitely not least, the Rogue Pack. Again, standalone pack from Poke Unlimited. Let's see what we got in 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice. Okay. And we saved it right in the end. So the Rogue Pack came through and saved us there. Very, very nice. So, not too bad. We almost completed it, which is totally fine. So the only one I have to get is the Fire Starter. That's not bad. I will gladly take that. So we got Gen 2, right? And then you get Gold, Silver. This is Black and White, correct? And then we got Sword and Shield down here. So not bad. Again, the only one we missed was the Score Bunny. We did not get the Score Bunny, which is fine. I will gladly get that one. If anyone has the Score Bunny and they'll trade for the Sobble, let me know. I'll probably end up just buying it. But not too bad. I would gladly take that. Again, get all these grading sleeves in here. Not bad at all. So we went 8 for 9, and the Rogue pack saved us. So it just goes to show you that even if you buy a full display, you're not guaranteed to get all of the, or at least you're not guaranteed to get unique individual ones. But again, I'm not going to complain about that. It's a pretty awesome stream overall. Got a lot of nice SARs from the Simplified Chinese Tera Fest EX boxes we opened up. Didn't get too lucky with the random Rogue packs that were in these here. But still, at least it's, you know, Super Electric Breaker, so at least it's a better set. It would be cool to see if someone opens this and they pull the SAR Pikachu from that, though. But not bad. Not too bad. So, so we have all of the Volume 1 starters, almost all the Volume 2 starters. Obviously, I'll have, you know, I'll get that Score Bunny before Volume 3 comes out for sure. And then, again, it's going to be added to the grading pile. And hopefully we can have some good luck when the Japanese set comes out. I feel like the English versions of these cards are just grossly overpriced already, which, you know, big surprise, right? But maybe I'll get the English ones eventually if they just mass produce them and they stop being so expensive. I don't know. I'm perfectly fine with the setup and the way that I'm going about this now. So, all right. Sleeve up these last 2 cards, and then we'll give all these shout-outs. Yeah, again, I'm not going to complain. Not bad at all, especially because we got all the Johto starters there. All right, so there we go. Not bad at all. We'll gladly take that. So let's do some quick shout outs, and then I'm going to go eat a late lunch. So, of course, Jay and Wabbit, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you. Nugget, of course, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Who else came through? Who else? Let's see. I didn't see too many new names today. Obviously, Red Fever came through. Thanks. Appreciate you. Who else? Oh, Seiya came through. Obviously, super early. Hilario came through. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Ska. That's what I'm going to call you, SCA. I'm just going to call you Ska. Hopefully you don't mind. But Ska 3744, thank you for coming through. Yeah, and that's it. So, again, thank you all so much for coming through and enjoying the stream. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully you guys get some more downtime before getting back to work tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to try and track down Score Bunny and check pricing on that one. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.